Hello and welcome to Z. In this episode, we will discuss about Super Earth. Stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe and click the bell icon. Let's dig out together. Astronomers are uncovering more of the billions of super-Earths they believe exist in the universe. Super-Earths are larger and more habitable than our own planet Earth. Exoplanets are the names given to planets that circle stars that are not in our solar system. Astronomers currently find exoplanets on a regular basis. However, during the summer of 2022, scientists working on NASA's Transiting Exoplanet Survey satellite discovered a few planets with very fascinating orbits that were located in the habitable zones of their respective parent stars. One planet's orbit around its star takes less than 3 days, despite the fact that it is 30% larger than Earth. The size of the other world is around 70% that of Earth, and it may have a massive ocean. These two extrasolar planets have a mass more than that of Earth, but less than that of ice giants like Uranus and Neptune. They are known as super-Earths. My research interests include galactic cores, faraway galaxies, astrobiology, and extrasolar planets. The hunt for planets that potentially contain life is something that I keep a careful eye on. Earth is the only known spot in the universe where life may be found, according to scientific research. It would make sense to concentrate the hunt for life on Earth clones, or planets with characteristics that are similar to those of Earth. However, research has showed that astronomers have the best chance of discovering life on another planet on a super-Earth that is comparable to the ones that were found recently. Common and not difficult to locate. The vast majority of super-Earths orbit cold dwarf stars, which have a smaller mass than the Sun and can exist for an extremely long time. There are hundreds of cool dwarf stars for every star like the Sun, and astronomers have discovered super-Earths orbiting 40% of the cold dwarfs they have looked at so far. In the Milky Way galaxy alone, astronomers believe that there are tens of billions of super-Earths that are located in habitable zones where liquid water can exist. It is generally agreed that water is necessary for life on Earth because every living thing needs it to survive. According to the most recent estimates, around 1/3 of all exoplanets are super-Earths, which places them in the position of being the most prevalent type of exoplanet in the Milky Way. The one that is closest to our planet is barely 6 light-years away. You might even remark that our solar system is exceptional as it does not include a planet with a mass between that of Earth and Neptune. Another reason super-Earths are great targets in the search for life is that they're more easier to detect and analyze than Earth-sized planets. The detection of exoplanets can be done in one of 2 ways by astronomers. One method searches for the gravitational influence that a planet has on its parent star, while the other searches for the momentary dimming of a star's light that occurs when the planet transits in front of the star. Both of these detection approaches are easier with a bigger planet. Super-Earths are super-habitable. Gottfried Wilhelm Leibniz, a German philosopher who lived more than 300 years ago, proposed that our planet, Earth, was the best of all possible planets. Leibniz's reasoning was intended to answer the question of why there is evil in the world. Nevertheless, contemporary astrobiologists have investigated a question that is conceptually similar by asking what factors contribute to the habitability of a planet. It appears that our world, Earth, is not the finest out of all the possibilities. Over the course of geologic time, the climate has gone through extreme swings, fluctuating between temperatures that would cause the oceans to boil and those that would cause the entire planet to be in a permanent state of deep freeze. Earth has been inhospitable for humans and other larger organisms for most of its 4.5 billion year history. According to computer simulations, the habitability of the planet Earth over geologic time was not predetermined, but rather the result of random events. The existence of humans is, quite simply, a miracle. The characteristics of a planet that are most favorable to the existence of life have been compiled by scientists into a list. Larger planets have a greater probability of becoming geologically active, which is a characteristic that scientists believe might encourage the evolution of biological life. Therefore, the planet with the highest probability of supporting life would have nearly twice the mass of Earth and between 20 and 30% more volume. It would also have an average temperature of 77 degrees Fahrenheit and oceans that are shallow enough for light to promote life all the way down to the seafloor. Moreover, it would contain continents that are about the same size as Earth, 25 degrees Celsius. It would have an atmosphere significantly denser than that of Earth, which would serve as a blanket-like insulator. Last but not least, such a planet would revolve around an older star than the Sun, giving life more time to evolve, and it would have a robust magnetic field that shielded it from the harmful effects of cosmic radiation. Scientists believe that if a planet has all of these characteristics, it will be extraordinarily livable. The term super-Earth refers to a planet that satisfies several of the criteria for being considered an extremely habitable world. To date, scientists have found 24 super-Earth exoplanets that are, if not the best of all imaginable worlds, then at least hypothetically more habitable than Earth itself. A fascinating new planet has been added to the catalog of potentially livable worlds only recently. Exoplanets are planets outside of our solar system that have been removed from their original star systems by astronomers. It is possible that the Milky Way is home to billions of these planets. If a super-Earth gets ejected from its solar system and it has a dense atmosphere and watery surface, it may be able to support life for tens of billions of years, which is a significantly longer period of time than life on Earth may be able to endure before the death of the Sun. Investigating the possibility of life on super-Earths. Astronomers will search for biosignatures, which are the byproducts of biology that are observable in the atmosphere of a planet, in order to find evidence of life on other exoplanets. Due to the fact that the James Webb Space Telescope at NASA was developed before astronomers had found exoplanets, the telescope is not ideal for study pertaining to exoplanets. However, it is able to undertake some of this science, and in its first year of operation, it is scheduled to target 2 super-Earths with the possibility of supporting life. In addition to the planets that were found this summer, another group of super-Earths that were discovered in the past few years also have large oceans, making them appealing targets for the James Webb Space Telescope. However, the next generation of enormous ground-based telescopes, such as the 39-meter Extremely Large Telescope, the 30-meter Telescope, and the 24.5-meter Giant Magellan Telescope, will provide the best opportunities for discovering indications of life in the atmospheres of exoplanets. The building of each of these telescopes is now underway, and they are scheduled to begin their data collection sometime before the end of this decade. Astronomers are aware that the conditions necessary for life do exist in the universe. Nevertheless, livable does not necessarily mean populated. It's possible that life on Earth was a one-time fluke, but scientists won't know for sure until they find evidence of other forms of life in the universe. If, in the next years, astronomers look at these super-livable super-Earths and find nothing, then humanity may be compelled to come to the conclusion that the universe is a lonely place. This is despite the fact that there are many reasons why a habitable world would not have signs of life on it. This is all for now. Thank you for being with us.